Is rocking your natural hair frustrating? Is it frustrating you? Is caring for it frustrating? Well, today I'm going to talk about the top natural hair frustrations and what to do about it. Hey guys, Karen with Curl House. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, a certified trichologist, and the owner of the fabulous Curl House collection of products. And today I'm going to talk about what I consider to be the top natural hair frustrations. So you all, I have been natural for 17 years. Ooh, that's a long time. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me do a disclaimer for those of you who do not know me. This is a girlfriend, aka a wig. This is my protective style. I do have beautiful natural hair underneath this girlfriend, but I'm rocking my protective style. Okay, let me go back to the video. 17 years, I have specialized as a licensed cosmetologist in natural hair for 15 years. And there are certain things that I hear women say all the time about their natural hair, the things that just frustrate them, annoy them. So I'm going to dedicate this video to addressing those frustrations and telling you what you can do about it. So it is my hope that I am going to help a sister out and make your natural hair less frustrating. I even wrote a book years ago. I wrote a book called Yes You Can. It's this book right here, Yes You Can, a quick and easy guide to natural hair care. Now, I wrote this book years ago. So back then, I thought natural hair was easy. Now, I recognize it may not be easy for everyone. I get it. I get your frustration. So in this video, I'm going to help a sister out and I'm going to provide some solutions so that your natural hair will be easier, even if not easy. Okay, let's talk about it. All right, let's start with frustration number one, and that is shrinkage. Shrinkage, shrinkage, shrinkage. Why does my hair shrink so much? Karen, help. My twist out just turns into a poof ball when I go outside. Why is it my hair comes down my back when I stretch it, but when I release it, it comes up to my ear? Shrinkage. You all, we in the natural community, I don't think we love shrinkage very much, but I'm here to tell you that shrinkage is just a part of your natural hair journey. So embrace it. Embrace your shrinkage, because technically, when you go natural, when you decide to let your natural curls grow out of your scalp, you are deciding to embrace, or you should decide to expect shrinkage, because shrinkage and curls go hand in hand. That's what curly hair is. It is hair that is shrunken. It's not straight hair. It is shrunk hair. So shrinkage and curls are synonymous. You can't have curly hair without shrinkage. They go hand in hand. So I first encourage you to embrace it and accept it, that they go hand in hand. Also, shrinkage is a sign of healthy hair. So shrinkage just means your hair has good elasticity. So when you pull it and it bounces back, that's what it should do. When you pull it and it stays straight or elongated, now that's an issue. That's not a sign of healthy hair. Hair that has good elasticity is hair that shrinks, and they go hand in hand. So, okay, we got that. Y'all gonna accept it, right? Accept it first, then embrace it, right? Some of you may never embrace it. And for the person who never embraces it, I'm going to give you a few tips, things that you can do to kind of keep your hair in elongated state. So yes, y'all, I get it. Sometimes we just want to see that length. So there are a few things that you can do if you are someone who is struggling to embrace your shrinkage. The first thing that you can do in terms of the style. So if you are someone who wants to still wear your hair in a curlier look. So I'm not talking about flat iron. Of course, that's an instant way to get rid of the shrinkage and wear it straight. But if you still want to have that textured look, then you have to, one, you can blow dry your hair out. So you want to get some of that moisture out of your hair. You can do that by taking your blow dryer and putting it on a mild or cooler setting and just taking some of the moisture out. That is going to elongate your hair. Then you can twist it up. So that's solution number one. Blow it out. first before styling. Solution number 2, if you don't want to put that direct heat from a handheld blow dryer, then the day you wash your hair, you can put it in big chunky twists and let the hair air dry. So let that hair air dry. And when you put it in big chunky twists, you are elongating the hair. Then after it dries, it doesn't have to be 100% dry. You can let it dry out 70%. It is still going to be stretched. Then you can style it. So then you can put in your curling cream, your twisting gel to twist it up when it's drier. That is going to elongate the style. The third thing that you can do is banding. So banding is taking bands, literally, and putting it in sections of your hair. Let me see if I can demonstrate with my favorite client, Tanika. All right, here's Tanika. She's entered the building. Y'all know she is my favorite client. Let me briefly demonstrate banding for you. So after you wash and condition your hair, section your hair off in sections when it's wet. Put in your leave-in conditioner and moisturizer, and you're literally going to take bands to stretch the hair. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of bands here, so I'm going to improvise. Here's one. And these are some satin bands that I'm going to use, but you can buy some smaller coated bands to band your hair, and just take it in one section. Literally put a band. Take another section. This is a satin scrunchie. This works too. I prefer satin because it doesn't break the hair off the way a typical rubber band does. You can take another band. So again, you can actually get coated bands, but this gets the job done. So when you do your hair like this, when it is wet and you band small sections and you let it dry overnight, when you take these bands out, the hair is going to be naturally elongated. So you will be able to see the length of your hair just from simply banding. So this is an option that's going to help with the shrinkage. If you want to see more length, consider doing some banding. Also, while I have Tanika, another method that you can do, y'all, as a hairstylist, I've probably done just about everything when it comes to styles, but I want to show you one other little quick thing that you can do if you want to show some length with your 2-strand twist and 2-strand twist out, and you want to twist your hair when it's wet. All right, so real quick. So this is a 2-strand twist. So when you 2-strand twist when your hair is wet, you know when it dries, it shrinks up, right? So again, as a hairstylist, we do a lot of interesting things to give our clients the result they want. So one thing that you can do after you twist your hair, you can put a clip or just add a little bit of weight to the bottom of that twist. Again, this is with wet hair. So if you take a clip, or you can take multiple twists and put a longer clip on it. But if you take a clip and put it at the bottom of your 2-strand twist, that's going to add a little bit of weight to the 2-strand twist, which means when it dries, it's going to be more elongated because the weight from the clip is going to keep the hair elongated. So that's another little quick tip that you can do if you're doing wet 2-strand twists. You don't want to blow it out. You don't want to go through that process. Just put a little clip at the bottom to weigh the twist down so that when it dries more elongated. So I hope that tip helps you ladies, the ones who are dealing with shrinkage and want to see a little more length. Try those things and let me know how it works out. And frustration number 2 is constant split ends. So this is for the person who says, Karen, I get my ends trimmed all the time. This one is for you. So in general, you should be in a habit of getting your ends trimmed. Your ends will naturally start to split at some point because the ends of your hair is the oldest part of your hair. They need to be trimmed, period. I recommend getting a trim once a season. So in general, you can do it every 3 to 4 months. Some people will get their ends trimmed every 6 months, and that works for them. But find a routine and be consistent in your trim routine. And a trim does not mean cutting all the hair off. It just means getting a little bit at the ends. The ends is the oldest part of your hair, is the driest part of your hair. It is the part of your hair that is most susceptible to breaking. Now, as I said before, some of you are getting your ends trimmed and you can't quite figure out why you have to constantly get them trimmed. They're always splitting. Well, there are a few things you can do. You want to first make sure that you are in the habit of really moisturizing those ends and even applying extra oil or extra butter to them to really keep them lubricated. Remember, the ends are the oldest part of your hair, is the most susceptible to breakage, and they're typically the driest. So even though you're moisturizing your entire head, you may need to give your ends a little extra moisturizer and oil or butter to keep them hydrated and to keep them lubricated. The second thing that you can do is to make sure that you're not dealing with any significant nutritional deficiencies. So in extreme cases, nutritional deficiencies can affect the entire hair shaft, leading to constant split ends. So if you are that person who says, you know, I always get my ends trimmed and they're always splitting so quickly and I have to seemingly get them trimmed once a month, that's too often. So you may be dealing with things internally that is affecting the health of your hair. So check for key nutritional deficiencies such as vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin D, and vitamin C, for example. Make sure that you're not dealing with any extreme nutritional deficiencies that's affecting your hair shaft. And then thirdly, if you are someone who spends a lot of time outside in the sun and those UV rays may be the culprit that is creating constant split ends. So one of the things that you can do is to, of course, cover up with a hat, and you can put natural sunscreen on your ends. Natural sunscreen includes red raspberry oil, almond oil is a natural sunscreen, even coconut oil is a natural sunscreen. You can apply this oil to your ends to protect them and to minimize that constant splitting. But in general, make sure that you protect those ends so that you can minimize the constant split ends. And of course, get your ends trimmed if you need to get them trimmed. Okay, y'all, I'm not done. So I've decided that I am going to break this video up into 2 parts because I still have a few more frustrations I want to share with you. So I will see you in part 2 of this video with the top natural hair frustrations. But before I go, if you're looking for products that is going to help address your dryness, your scalp issues, that's going to help you with detangling your hair with the conditioner in it or with the leave-in, I encourage you to consider the Curl House product line. I'll put the link below. Okay, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, like the channel so that you do not miss a video in the future. And until we talk again, stay fabulous.